Welcome to your weekly motivation. Hopefully, you're having an incredible week. It's been a pretty interesting week. If you're in the United States right now, you understand there's been a lot going on. And so we need some motivation this week. So, how about this for motivation? I'm currently shooting this video in Minnesota outside. Whoo! That's exciting. That's something to be motivated about because just like a couple weeks ago, we had 7 inches of snow in October, and now I'm outside shooting this video first week of November. That's exciting. And we need exciting things in our lives. In fact, if we look around though, there are many exciting things that are going on. We just have to see them. Maybe it's the weather for you. Maybe it's something else going on in your life. But right now, we need exciting things. In fact, I was talking about that with a friend this week as we talked about what's going on in our world today and how tense it's been and the conversations that we've had and the things that we debated, the issues that were a part of this election season that we've been in. And one of the things we talked about, one of the primary issues that has been debated in the season is the idea of care. Who's responsible for caring for us as people here in the United States? For many of us, we've put the responsibility on our government. Whether it's because of COVID or it's because of care, health care for all, whatever it may be, we've said we want our government to care for us. Now, I believe our government should care for us. But I believe that more importantly than that, the church should be the care entity in our world today. As we debated the idea of life at the very beginning, life from conception all the way to the end, we talked about how that is something that has really transformed this political season. The idea that we must care for each other from beginning to end. So who should do that? This individual looked at me and said, "So Brett, do you think it's the responsibility of the federal government to be the care entity?" I said, "No, I don't. I truly believe it's to be the responsibility of the church." See, when we look at the history of the country that we live in, the church has been the entity that has cared for the people in multiple different ways, through education, through healthcare, through gathering together and worshiping, because we follow a Savior that came and said that he came to seek and save those that were lost. And once he found them, it was to care for them, to heal them, to help them become all they were supposed to be as they followed him. See, our job in this world then, as believers in Jesus, is to do the same thing. And so instead of looking to the federal government to be the one that does it for us, we need to be looking at ourselves. And we need to be stepping into areas today where there is a need, where we're looking at going, "Hey, government, can you do this?" We should be looking at ourselves going, "Hey, church, are you ready to do this?" And so this week, that would be my challenge. That's my motivation to us. Instead of looking to elected officials and to the government, we need to be looking at each other going, "Hey, where are we going to step in?" And so this week, look around. Look and see where are things happening, where we're maybe relying on the government in ways that we shouldn't. And instead, we need to rely on each other and be the church in our communities the way that we should. See, Jesus said this in Matthew chapter 5. He said, "You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven." See, that's our responsibility as a church, to be the light, to be the care entity, to point people towards Jesus. So that in this world, when people see us, they see him through us. So where are you at? What are you going through this week? What community are you in that needs your light for you to get involved so we don't look to the government for things that we should be doing ourselves? Hopefully you're motivated. Have a great week. See you next week.